Leon, I've been able to get some new info that might help you.
Fill me in.
Apparently, there's a religious cult group involved. They're called the Los Illuminados.
Los Illuminados. That's a mouthful. Anyway, I had an unexpected run-in with the big cheese of this village.
But you're okay, right?
Yeah, but he could have killed me, but he let me live. And he mentioned something about me carrying the same blood as them. Whatever that means.
Carry the same blood. Huh. Interesting.
Anyway, there are more important things than solving riddles right now.
You're right. Hurry and find that church, Leon.
Yeah, Leon. You know what? I think I left my wallet in the bedroom. I better go back and get it. Good work, Leon. 10 out of 10. Well, that's an appropriate response to somebody shooting you, isn't it? Jump out a window. Oh, wait, no, my wallet was in my pocket the entire time. Oh, what an absent-minded fool I am. Now, to be fair to this guy, like, somebody burst in on me while I was peeing, I'd have the exact same reaction. Eat like normal humans. How do you eat like a normal human, I wonder? Even read books like normal people. And to be fair, this is 2005, so like, oh, the inventory is so full we don't have space for one egg, and I'm at full health. Oh, yeah, there is an answer here. There we go. Yeah, this was 2005, so yeah, it's not like anybody used ebooks back then. Oh, hello. Let's see how well this goes for them. Don't want him to strangle me again while he's headless. Oh, you. You know what? This is a perfect time to eat one of those eggs, actually. Go on, cut through the door. Cut through the door. That door handle was actually a 3D model. There it is. And now he's dead. And we get a ruby, which is... it's nice, it's a good treasure. Doesn't combine with anything, just sells for a decent amount on its own. Oh, you know, I always thought the window the chief jumps out of was on the other side of the house. You learn something new with every playthrough. Okay, there's a woman there. Nobody saw that. They can't prove I did any of that. Nobody saw it. Ooh, red herb. Alright, so there's a group of villagers down there. I have one more grenade. Let's see if we can make this work. There's always one that has to ruin it. You, sir, are a spoilsport. Very unhappy with you. And now we're back at the village. It's actually quite a journey. This is a good place to haul up while everybody decides to, you know, work off their frustration. It's very rude. Yeah, he's not dead. Now he is. Oh, I knew that was going to happen again. I didn't waggle the stick enough. Turn around, turn around. Pressing A instead of B again. Like a klutz. I'll see one of these black basses, actually. So they do take up a lot of room. Decent healing, actually. Yeah, waggling off that time. Yeah, decent healing, the black bats. But like, they're not worth holding on to as healing items because of the space to take up. That guy stood on a roof for no reason. So was he up there fixing the roof, and I heard the commotion. It was like, hey Jerry, what's going on? Jerry, what's going on? Ah! And now he's dead. Because he did not practice proper roof safety. Remember people, whenever you're on a high place like that, always be very aware of your footing. Slightest misstep and you can fall to your death. And then that's just not pleasant. Is there anything else I want to be aware of around here? I don't think so. Oh wait, no, there is a guy around. Is he on the roof? Oh, he is aware of his footing. And then he lost it. And now he's dead. He was setting such a good example. How tragic. So yeah, I went through this game a lot on the PS2. I'm not going to pick up the TMP. I got this game on the PS2. I've been wanting it for a while. Because I had a GameCube when this came out, but I didn't end up picking up a PS2 until like 2009. So I didn't get Resident Evil 4 until like after that. So by that point, I had been wanting to play this game for years. And then I finally got it, and I played through this game so many times. Like, I unlocked the costumes, I unlocked professional mode, I did separate ways, I did Simon Ada.
Got something that might interest you. Got a selection of good.
Remember, shoot 10 or more, even though you can't
selling?
possibly have shot 10 or more by
Is
this
that
point
all?
because you've not been to the area
Is
with
that
second
all?
set.
Thank you.
But yeah, it's
Is that
worth
all?
selling the black bats.
Is that all?
You do get a decent
Thank
amount of
you.
money for them. Sell the
that all?
spinals whenever we have them. Spinals,
Thank
spinels.
you.
The Elegant Mask,
Thank you.
like the Bearstein, does have slots for gems.
What are you buying?
If we wait until we put in all 3 gems, we will be able to sell it for much more, which is always worth doing. Yeah, I went through this game so many times. Did separate ways, which separate ways is not good. It's like I'll get into that more when I play it. It's like I do have a completed save file of this on the PS4. So after this, I could just jump straight into the PS4 version and do separate ways. But I will probably put that off for a long time because I do not like separate ways. Okay, and the guy behind me. Oh, he's all the way over there. I thought it was way closer. Hello. Okay, so we want to get the other 8 medallions here. Like I say, since you have to go through both areas before you can get enough to get the gun anyway, it's worth just going for all 15. They do appear on your map as soon as you're aware of them. So, like, you need to find them, just check the map. You might as well go for all 15. Because, like, we got 10 now, but, you know, like, we could go back to the merchant, or we could get the rest of them, and then there's another merchant here anyway. Like I say, we get the extra upgrade. So, you know, why not? Oh, I forgot about you. But that does make my life easier. Okay, so there's one there. Four more. Oh, did she actually... She survived that because she was on the floor. That's interesting. Huh. I shot her in the leg so she wouldn't run out of the range. But that was interesting. Okay, so this little puzzle, 3 family insignias of the dead ringers. The trick to this is in the graveyard. There are 3 graves with 2. There are 3 double graves, and you need to know the insignias on those graves, which I know off by heart. So this one, not that one, this one, and it's also the one at the top. If we do this again, and then 3. There we go, we get the green cat sign, which we can put in the beer stein. So now we have 2. I do not remember where the 3rd one is, but we'll probably find it as we go. And the last... Oh, yeah, I forget about this every time.
Leon, have you reached the church yet?
Well, yeah. Sort of.
Leon, did I mention not to take the scenic route?
Look, Hunnigan, I am being attacked by many crazed villagers, and a guy who choked me out and then said we have the same blood. So after that, though, you can just keep running that way. But you are supposed to check that the church is locked first. And then Hunnigan calls you and you explain the church is locked.
Hunnigan, it's Leon. The door's locked. I can't get in.
Didn't they teach you how to pick locks at the academy?
Yeah. There's some sort of indentation, like something might fit inside.
Well, there's no use standing around. Leon, you have to find some way or something to get inside.
It was big old church door. Churches in Europe, generally, a lot of them can be some of the oldest buildings around. A lot of the time designed to be fortresses. Very well fortified. So you like probably couldn't just kick that door down. In case anybody was wondering, like, why don't we just kick the door down? It's an old church. Like, no, you're probably looking like those really heavy, thick wooden doors. Also, the first snake. Closure of the church. Regarding our 2 fugitives, the apprehension of Luis is our top priority. The American agent is a distant second. What Luis stole from us is far more important than the girl. Unless we get it back, the girl will become useless to us. We must get it back to execute our plan into the end. If it gets in the wrong hands, the world will become a totally different place than Lord Sadler has envisioned. At all costs, we must not let that happen. Nevertheless, we're not letting go of the girl. To ensure that the agent does not get to her, I've locked the church door where the girl is being held. Anyone who needs access to the church must first get approved by Lord Sadler. Yeah, my accent's slipping there. There is a key beyond the lake, but it should be safe now that Del Lago has been awakened by our Lord. No one will get across the lake alive. Plus, our same blood courses through the agent's veins. It'll be just a matter of time before he joins us. Once he does, there will be nobody else left that will come looking for the girl. Yeah, it's like, yeah, we sent one guy to look for the president's daughter. He never came back. So we decided we would not send anybody else. What? That's stupid. Of course they'll send other people. Hell, if he doesn't come back, that would just make his superiors think that he was on the right track. That's 15. Back kick. It's like the the gambit Bond pulls in Goldfinger, where Bond's like, if you kill me, they'll send somebody else. Like, I do have to report in, and if I don't report in, they'll send somebody else. And Goldfinger's like, yeah, maybe you'll be better than you are. Goldfinger is such a good movie. So the flash grenade does actually do, I think, like 1 point of damage. Does technically do damage. And the crows have, like, such low health that a flash grenade will kill them. Because you can't shoot them all before they fly away. But you do... It is really a good idea to, just, like, throw down a flash grenade. And, like, we got a flash grenade back. I think that's guaranteed, actually. Which suggests it's the intended method. Throw a flash grenade down. And you get a bunch of money out of it. It's totally worth doing. But yeah, no, I'm pretty big, or I was, when I was young, I was like really into James Bond movies. At some point, definitely see about doing some of the games. There is, of course, GoldenEye, which, its reputation is legendary. But I do have some of my own favourites that, separate from GoldenEye, like I'm quite fond of Nightfire and Everything or Nothing, I really like. So yeah, we'll definitely get around to some Bond games at some point.
Got some rare thing.
Showing off medallions, now we can get our gun.
What are you buying?
Which, like I say, for doing all 15 is on the 2nd tier. So we replace our previous gun with it.
Thank you. What are you selling?
If we compare the guns, like, let's see, the reload speed is faster and it's 0.1 more powerful. Like, whenever you're looking at the power is based off the power of the original handgun. Like, the shotgun is 4, the handgun is 1, a little bit more powerful. It's not amazing. If you want, you could just sell this instead of this to get a bit more money now, but since we're not going to be spending that money anytime soon, sell the handgun, keep the Punisher. Because it does have a lot more power, and we will make use of that and sell it later. Again, we're not going to be upgrading the Punisher. Do a bit of organisation here. Actually quite low on shotgun rounds. Which isn't great, actually, considering the next room. That I don't think anybody really likes. There we go, that's nice and neat. With this. There we go. Yeah, I don't think anybody likes this next room coming up. But yeah, there's a bunch of Bond games. Definitely I want to get round to. There's I did have GoldenEye on the Nintendo 64 as a kid. I was really big into it. Not even because of the multiplayer. Like, a lot of people will tell you like the best thing about GoldenEye was the multiplayer. I never really had anybody to play it with me. Like, most of my childhood was spent like living a decent distance from my friends. So yeah, most of my childhood was spent living a decent distance from my friends, so we didn't really have friends come round, and my siblings were never really interested in playing it with me. Can I get that from here? Yeah. So, like, most of my time on GoldenEye was the single player, which I really enjoyed. Rather than the legendary multiplayer. Well, like, a lot of people do not like this room, and it is one of the first really irritating rooms to deal with. And in fact, it's probably like, oh no. Yeah, that snake was going to get me. It's probably one of the first rooms where it's not really worth dealing with all the enemies. Because they will just keep coming, and there's... Until you get to the other side, there's not really a good location to take aim at them from. That said, there is a couple of treasures here that I want. Damn it. I was going to get revenge on that snake. The antique pipe. Oh, you came up fast. And, let's just... You don't really even mess around with this room. Well, at least he's not getting up again. Oh, I should have totally hit that guy. Damn it. Reload again. I need to really keep better track of that. Yeah, they're on the way. Like I say, not really worth bothering with, like, dealing with a load of the enemies there. It's more hassle than it's really worth. So I wonder what's up here. Oh, and there's the other police officer. Like, it's weird to me that both of them apparently got out of the car and were both grabbed. Because, like, the way it looks when you look over the edge of the side at the start, it really looks like there's no way they could have gotten out of the car before it was knocked over. But they're both dead anyway, I suppose. The manner of death doesn't really matter too much. I remember the hearts, I've seen that. Oh, that's nice. It's probably worth an at least one playthrough of the game. Yeah, you know, I think I'll make use of this. Yeah, it's probably worth at least one playthrough of the game, getting the treasure maps from the merchant, just to find out where all the treasures are. Because finding them all can really boost how much you'll get out of it, how much money you'll get, which will make some of the later areas easier if you do what I'm doing. No, I'm not going to be shooting the water. Not really much point in shooting the water when the person who's shooting the water knows exactly what will happen. It's like, if you got somebody with you who's playing it for the first time, like, hey, remember the fish? Shoot the water to get some more fish because they were good and they sold for a decent amount, and then it happens. That's funny. But shooting it just to show it off doesn't really feel like it has a point. So this is the first boss fight, Delago. A little awkward because of the being dragged around, but it's also uh-oh. No. Oh, we got lucky there. It's also pretty good because your weapon is it's set to be the spears rather than any of your weapons. Oh, damn it. It came out a different side than I was expecting. Yeah, with your weapon being preset to be the spears rather than any weapons, you don't have to worry too much about how much damage you can deal with your weapons, whether your weapons are upgraded or not. Because it's like the Ganados don't really get any tougher. There is one change to them that will happen in the next chapter that changes how they work, but like once you know how to deal with them, they're not really an issue, but the bosses are something else entirely. He did it again. Oh, am I gonna make this? No, I'm not gonna make this, am I? Oh. I'm so used to him coming out the left side, and he's coming out the right side this time. And that usually always comes out the left side, seeing him come out the right is weird. I'm not ready for it. I think that's the first time I've ever had to use a herb during this boss fight. Oh. I just thought Leon's face there when he's crying out in pain looked weird. But yeah, that could have gone better. I'll have to look into that because pretty much every time I fought him, he always comes out the left side. I don't think I've ever seen him come out the right side before. Well, I think this is a good place to call this session. Starting next chapter, things are going to start getting like really serious. So pick it up next time. See you guys then.